The Illinois Open Meetings Act 5 ILCS 120/1 mandates no action shall be taken on any matters not listed on the agenda. The council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter to a committee. Please provide the clerk with your speak into the microphone, limit your presentation to 5 minutes, and address the entire council, not just an individual. So do we have anybody wanting to make public comments tonight? And for those joining us online, if this is your first meeting, there's also a second opportunity to do public comments after our city business.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Miller from Ward 3. And I want to talk about the 1% tax on the groceries. Y'all have a really good opportunity here to do something beneficial for the people of the city, for the residents who live here. And you're throwing it out the window. Have any of you been to the food pantry to see the many people there that are suffering, that are trying to put food on the table? I have volunteered there. A few years ago, I volunteered, and I've seen these people come in desperate because they don't have the money to put food on their own tables, so they come to the food pantry. I would suggest that you take the time to go to the food pantry, and not just one day. They're open, I would suggest, for a whole month. And talk to these people and see the many people that are suffering and not being able to put food on their table. And I realize that a lot of you work, but there's 14 of you. So divide up. Go and see and talk to these people before you make this kind of decision. And what I have seen from the times that I've been here is you just kind of steamroller over everybody. It doesn't matter what their concerns are. You still just go on and do whatever you want to do. And my thinking is that if you keep trampling on the people, you're going to have more people leaving the city than coming in. Because who wants to move to a city where their voice makes no difference? Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Do we have anyone else wishing to make public comments in our first session?
From Lawyer, Ward 3. It's not a tag team with individuals. Okay. I hope citizens are aware of this month's water bill that we received. I know I am. I'm quite shocked that I used 3,000 gallons of water over a 34-day period. Generally, my bill runs, we want to reflect back and look at my totals, which I did. 1,000 for March, April 2,000, May 1,000, July or June 1,000, and July now 3,000. 34 days. 28, 28, 31, 27, and 34. I tend to wonder where those extra days come in. I imagine the other 4 days, or maybe other homeowners around town, their water bill has changed and went up some. Just food for thought. Maybe get on a schedule, and I thought this billing process was going to make it consistent. Evidently not. I don't know what the problem is. Moving on, next question. The City Fest. Haven't heard much about it except what's posted on my water bill and the hours of operation. But I was concerned about fundraisers because the other previous mayor always made a point to let us know how much each individual contributed to this factor, what was going to happen and planning for it, and security. speaking of security, what happened at the Neck Fest and what could happen last year, I don't know if this is any prelude to what could appear this year. I don't know, but I just was wondering in that regard. Striping of the streets, I'm still complaining about that. And the light over at the ice cream place over there, nothing's happened, even though it was turned into Ameren, and we know how Ameren is about getting things done. I know people's been waiting a long time for lighting for other areas in town. And I've been receiving quite a many calls lately from roof inspectors, and I've been trying to find out where they're getting information at, and I had two of them for sure told me they got their information in City Hall. So is the City Hall giving out information on people's phone numbers to call because of the recent hail damage and everything else that's going on around here? Just wanted to know that regard. Haven't got into the warrant yet. I'll wait for that one because I'm running short on time right now. But $1,754,000 and change for that, and several items in here I've got questions on. I can get to at a later time. Just thought I'd warn you for what's happening, and this information is available for everybody to look. I'm just highlighting some of the items where you're spending your money. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else that would like to make public comments? Seeing none, we will move on to the clerk's report.
No report tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to the mayor's report. We have the community park ribbon cutting ceremony is July 23rd at 4:30 p.m. There's a lot of other festivities going on beyond that, so hopefully you guys will be able to come out for that. We have a kids show at the amphitheater. It's July 24th from 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. featuring Dizzy the Hooper. And we have a Wizard's birthday is July 26th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have music in the park July 30th from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. featuring Jazz Tonight. It's not on the mayor's report, but I think we're all aware of the heat that is coming in, is already here and predicted to last for the next 6-7 days. The city's been posting, basically you can come to any city building during normal hours, come to the public safety building 24/7 if you need relief from the heat. So we'll continue to push those announcements out. And that's all I have, so we will move into resolutions. Mr. Blackburn?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign an intergovernmental agreement with the Board of Education of O'Fallon Township High School, School District 203, for the School Resource Officer Program.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Mylard. Yes. Lots.
Yes.
Stone.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Phony.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Morse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Thank you. Okay, 8.1 under ordinances, first reading. Mrs. Latz?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to consider on first reading an ordinance amending Ordinance 623 zoning development known as Old Collinsville Road, Pinewood Village Commercial Lot, generally located at 6004 Old Collinsville Road.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any questions or discussion on this? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Lots.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Phony.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Morse.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Thank you. We will move on to 8.2. Mrs. Latz?
Thank you. I move to consider on first reading an ordinance amending the future land use map for the city of O'Fallon, Illinois for general commercial district for the development known as Old Collinsville Road, Pinewood Village Commercial Lot.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions or discussion? Martha, do you have?
No, I mean just the first vote.
Oh, okay. Proactive. You're proactive. I love it. Okay.
Sorry, I will not be as I was.
Okay, we have no questions or discussion. Roll call, please.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foley.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Force.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg. Affirmative. Mallard. Yes. Lutz.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Move on to 8.3 one more time for Mrs. Lotz, please.
I move to consider on first reading an ordinance amending Ordinance 623 zoning, development known as Full Circle Automotive Service located at 510 South Lincoln Avenue.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any questions or discussion on this topic? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Carney.
Yes.
Foley.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson. Blackburn.
Yes.
Force.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg. Affirmative. Mallard. Yes. Lutz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all the ordinances we have for first reading. We have two for second reading. Mr. Parchman, can you please do 9.1?
Yes, sir. Number 9.1, I'd like to make a motion to consider on second reading an ordinance implementing a municipal grocery retailer's occupation tax and a municipal grocery service occupation tax for the city of O'Fallon, Illinois.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any questions or discussions on this tonight?
I would just, as you've all heard, I think once again, there's plenty of other options that we can explore other than burdening our taxpayers that will pay the majority of this, our residents, the 1% tax. We have multiple hotels that are already coming. We have a Myers that's coming. We have additional revenue that will be coming to the city. So I do think this is something that we could avoid. I know that some of you feel otherwise, so I would make a motion to amend this so that it would sunset December 31st, 2027. That would allow time for us to evaluate any additional revenue or expenses that might come in, and if the city would like to continue it at that time.
Okay, we have a motion for an amendment. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Okay, any other discussion? Seeing none, we'll take I'm sorry, go ahead, Andrea.
So just to go through this one more time, just so it's clear for everybody, because I think that's a big problem. I've seen a lot of people think this is something new, something added. I've heard a lot of misinformation. So I just want to make sure this is very clear for folks, so that in 2 years we would reevaluate and go from there.
It would force us to
Okay.
reevaluate.
I just
yes.
want to.
It wouldn't be, the idea would be, there's been several concerns brought up by folks about, and legitimate concerns about revenue potentially not being there, expenses coming in. And so I don't believe this is a tax we need, but I'm trying to find a middle ground that would make it so that we would reevaluate it again in 2 years.
And I appreciate that. I think that is something I feel more comfortable with. I think give this 2 years, get Meyer, get some of these other developments going, and I think it's fair to do that, to look at it again. So I will be in agreement with that.
Good.
I just want to clarify. So the amendment is to roll over the tax as it is at 1%, maintain that for 2 years and reevaluate.
Correct. So it would sunset end essentially December 31st, 2027.
Roger that.
Go ahead, Ross.
We could do that anyway without an amendment. We could just put it back on the agenda and bring it up at any time, whether then or any time. So just so people know that you don't have to put a sunset in for us to bring it back up later.
That's a good point. Also, because of the way our fiscal year runs, that might create a budgeting issue, canceling it on December 31st instead of April 30, because we wouldn't know what the vote's going to be as we set the budget.
Correct. And then also the other issue is this is monitored by IDOR, And so they have certain dates. You can't just start and stop again. So that's why, like this one, it has to be submitted by October 1 to begin January 1st. So if you stopped at December 30th and you say, oh, yeah, we don't want to do it, we have to notify them in enough time, or vice versa. So, I mean, with the date, that's the only
2
concern.
years, if it would be better to have it end on the fiscal year, if that's easier, then we could make it July 31st, 2028.
Or would be
It would be April.
April 3rd for us. Yeah.
I have a follow-up question for Sandy, who's our Director of Finance. Because this is currently a state-issued tax, it's called a grocery tax, do we only have this one opportunity to roll it over as a grocery tax? Or if it were to sunset, when we evaluate it again in 2 years, that would continue to be a grocery tax, or would it have to be a sales tax at that point?
No, it can be whatever, because it's no longer going to be administered by the state. The state has no skin in the game. They get nothing out of this grocery tax.
Okay.
So it's like a home rule tax. We're calling it a grocery tax that will go only towards groceries and those that are not for immediate consumption.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I would just say I will change my amendment so that it ends at the end of the fiscal year.
April 30 of 2027?
Or 28.
28. Okay.
Sorry.
So, okay, we have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any additional discussion on the most recent amendment?
vote would be to do the extension,
The sunset.
sunset.
The sunset, but it would carry until the end of the fiscal year. So that was, they pointed out, April 30, 2028. And well before that, we will have to reevaluate it. So we'll have time, and we'll have some other information, hopefully, that we can look into it. But there's no changes for the next until, if it's passed, there will be no changes until potentially May 1st, 2028. So do we have any other questions or comments?
So right now we're voting on the amendment.
We're voting on the amendment. If there's no other questions.
Whether or not that passes, we will still vote on something to do with the actual grocery tax.
And
Correct.
technically, since this motion has been amended since it was originally made, the second needs to be reseconded.
It was.
It
Already
did.
did. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so after this
Was
amendment,
it Tom or Dennis? Tom, okay.
so
You did first.
after
Okay.
this amendment vote, there will be a vote on the ordinance in general, regardless of whether the amendment passes or not.
Okay, I think we're ready for the roll.
So then if the amendment fails, you'll vote on the ordinance as initially presented. If it passes, you'll vote on the ordinance as amended the second time on.
Okay, roll call, please.
Foley,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Force,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman,
No.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
No.
Mylar,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
No.
Carney.
Yes.
3 noes.
Okay, motion passes.
So that would pass.
I'm sorry, the amendment passes.
The amendment
Now we need to
passed.
vote on the approved amended version. So do we have any questions about what was just amended? If not, roll call, please.
Okay. Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Force,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative?
Mylar,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foley.
Yes.
So the motion passed as amended.
Thank you. Okay, we have one more ordinance for second reading. Mr. Parchman, would you mind taking 9.2, please?
Sir, I'd like to make a motion to consider on second reading an ordinance to set a public hearing to approve a special business district plan for the proposed West Highway 50 and North Greenmount Road Business District.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any discussion or questions regarding this incident?
just so people know that this is just to set a date and not to actual pass anything other than setting the date for the hearing.
Correct.
Yep. Go ahead and roll call, please.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Blackburn.
Yes.
Force. Yes. Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Knox.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Tardy.
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all the ordinances we have for second reading. This time we will move into our second public comments. If anybody, same applies as the first, the disclaimer from the first set.
Durham aware, Ward 3, in regards to the warrant report tonight, $1,754,719.25. Evidently the police department has something for the annual in-car fleet for $17,150 and change. The Public Works has MFT for Ogle Creek Bike Trail for $403,241 and change. The Public Works has a project for some flanges, 60 foot of flanges and 60 foot of some other kind of base material for $11,007. And Public Works interim, it's an, I can't always pronounce the word, but I guess it's a service fee for the individuals to come out there and clean the material off, like if you would have drying beds. The impression I think it is, I'm not sure for sure. Of course, we paid Holland $802,000 for work at the park and the swimming pool and Katy Caving Center. The annual Public Works payment for a NPDES fees, $33,500. Then you had the EMTs for some GEMT for fiscal year 25. First 2 quarters was $117,266 and change. So I imagine the other 2 quarters be a total bill of $234,532 and change for the total yearly bill. Public Works also did some emergency repair on the trunk line, was $27,042. Then I noticed it bought some supplies from Midwest Plumbing Supply for an emergency repair for $11,422. Now, I don't know if this was used for the same contractor to use on that site to do that repair for emergency work, but if you're buying the materials and the contractor's installing them, unfortunately, that's called piecemealing the job to keep your costs down or something. I don't know, but I'd like an explanation on that. Also, the janitorial service for the past 2 months of May and part of June, $33,740 and change. Millennial services for the Deer Creek scenario, $22,000, and you had $34.75 for work at the pool. You bought some stuff for the park defense service softball mats for $7,580. And I noticed an annual audit charge, okay, for $8,500. But on the billing, it only shows us for 2 months. So you're telling me that's a charge for 2 months? then in fact, then we're paying $51,000 for a yearly fee for that. And of course, the payroll is only $6,335 to write the checks out to people. And the swimming pool's got some new lounge chairs and beach chairs and whatever. That was $20,503. Just thought, people would like to know where their money is going to, and I feel sorry for the people that's got to pay the 1%. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any public comments tonight? Seeing none, we will move into staff and council member comments. We'll start with City Administrator Walter Denton.
Well, some of these I think that our staff can handle, but I will look at some of the things. There was a mention about City Fest. We received a special event permit for City Fest, and that will be going through committee and City Council shortly, I think in the next Community Development Committee meeting and for City Council. So you'll be able to see about the City Fest plans and the security for that. The issue about roofers from City Hall, nobody from City Hall would give names of residents to call. We do not give references or endorsements on any roofing company that contacts us, and we would not know which homes in the community would need roofing services. So I don't think that the roofers may have been accurate with that. So.
And on that, the city, I've received a couple calls where people have not been happy with the quality of work done by the contractor that performs services on their home. We released an FAQ. We've had it out several times. We do not do roofing permits or re-roofing permits. So we have an FAQ on our website that talks about some of the things to be aware of and hopefully help you make an informed decision. So please take advantage of that information.
All right. I don't know if there's any details that anyone from the staff would want to give.
Sure, I can do a few. As far as your water bill, the 34 days, sometimes the heat, there could be an issue, but your water bill would not have gone up unless you used additional water for 4 days. So you may want to consider getting some dye strips. If it continues, you may want to get that checked out, or let us know, give our utility billing a call, and they'll be happy to help you on that one. You answered the City Fest. Another question was the sponsors. All of the sponsors are recognized during City Fest. We show them on the board. And again, as far as security is involved, we are in constant contact with our police department, and Chief Bergerman. That's one of the reasons in talking with them why we did reduce the hours for the security of our residents. Some of your warrant questions, some of those I will, need your list. I couldn't catch all of them. I can tell you the annual audit charges. So they're on site now. They do preliminary audit work. So that $8,500 is part of their total fee. I believe this year, annual fee is $42,000. It is a process. Again, they're on site for 2 weeks now. They've done preliminary, and that's where the $8,500 is from. The GEMT, that is a program that we have. It's due with our Medicare and Medicaid that we get in. There's a special reporting that is required. We actually receive funds. This is a portion that goes back to GEMT. Some of the other ones I'll be happy to check on. The Axon is part of PD's annual. It's the in-car camera. Again, I missed some of your other ones. If you're interested, let me know and I'll check them out.
Do anybody else that has any information? Okay.
I know he mentioned the NPDES. That's a state permit that we're required to get for our public works every year for the sewer.
Okay, that being said, council, do any of our council members have anything they would like to share with the public tonight? Anything going on in their ward, or just anything that they feel is important to pass on?
Yes. A few of us attended the music in the park, like it was last Wednesday night, and it was fantastic. And I encourage everybody to go out there. You had a good crowd out there, and I think everybody would enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carney. Anybody else? Okay, that being said, we will move into our committee reports. Community development, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Community Development Committee last met on July 14th. Those draft minutes are attached to the agenda online. We meet twice a month, so we're currently scheduled to meet again next Monday, July 28th at 6 p.m. And then I also wanted to mention that there's a Planning Commission meeting coming up on August 12th. That'll be at 6 p.m. So that's a process that happens before projects come to the council for work.
Planning Commission meeting. Okay.
That's all I have.
Thank you. We will move on to Public Works.
Thank you, sir. Public Works has not met since our last city council meeting. We are scheduled to meet next Monday at 7 p.m. Check the website just in case times change or there's no meeting.
Thank you. Move on to Public Safety.
The Public Safety Committee met last Monday, July 14th. The draft minutes are attached. We voted on everything we needed to take care of tonight. The next meeting is scheduled for Monday, August 11th, 6:30 p.m. Check the website for any changes.
Thank you. Parks and Environment.
We have not met since the last city council meeting, so our next scheduled meeting is August 11th. Check the website for details, please.
Thank you. Finance and Administration.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We've not met since our last meeting. Our next meeting it's not going to be this month, so that everybody check the website for changes. Probably going to be changes because we will not be meeting next week at 5:30. But we might meet in August if there is any thing on the agenda at that point. But we are not meeting next week. We do have one action for approval, which is warrant number 16 or 16.1 to warrant approval. So I'd like to make a motion to approve warrant number 563 in the amount of $1,754,719.25.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any comments or discussion on the warrant? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Hudson. Yes. Blackburn.
Yes.
Bush. Yes. Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Boney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We do not have executive session, so I will move for a motion of adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?